Hey, everybody. Welcome to the afternoon slate, the first afternoon game of February 2025. We're into the second month of the year and also heading into the second week of the season, in California Winter League season. Hi, everybody. I'm Joey Miller. Alongside me, Brandon Janeska. We're getting set for an all-red matchup. It's going to be the Team China and the Palm Springs Power due up soon here, and a couple hot offenses. The Power kind of on a downward trend, 3-4 on the season, while Team China still holds high at 6-1 on the season. Power played yesterday, lost to the Canada A's. 5-4 was that score. Like many games in the league so far, their one-run loss to the A's was just them facing the error of their ways. And I say that in quotation marks. You can't see me right now, but there were 4 to be exact. Ryan Baum had early struggles and a lack of run support from the hitless Power offense through the first 4 innings in a Donnie Goods, Ethan Smith combo that caught up with them into the 6th, where Jorge Colon would get that go-ahead sac fly and put the Canada A's in position to eventually win that game and get their 6th win. I believe they also got their 7th win on the backfield today. So Team China needing to keep even keel at the top of the standings. Everybody taking the field right now, the Palm Springs Power. On the mound for the Power today will be David Reckers. Has had some time in the Pioneer League and the Atlantic League. He has some great stuff. He's shown his great stuff, but he's also been responsible for a lot of big innings, resulting in an ERA over 10. However, though, he does hold the record of all 3 appearances coming into this first start in the California Winter League season. We're getting ready for the anthems now, and we will be right back to tell you more about the lineups and what to expect this game here on the California Winter League YouTube channel. Welcome back. We're getting ready for the afternoon slate. We should also mention the first game, a beatdown. The Bombers taking win number 2 of the season. They're on a streak now, 14-4 over the Palm Springs Chill. They'll face each other again tomorrow And it's interesting to see that trend with the Bombers trending upwards for the first time after losing 5 in a row to start the season.
Yeah, the difference that happens when you actually start to play some clean defense. The errors being cut down, and now the wins starting to pile up for the Bombers.
Only 2 errors total that game, 1 apiece for the Chill and the Bombers. Something we don't often see. I don't think we've seen a clean game defensively so far in this league, but it's caused for a lot of offense. And speaking of offense, Team China set to face David Reckers when he takes the mound. He's coming out right now with his battery mate Tyler Hendricks today. Team China on this 6-game win streak. This team has been nothing short of fantastic at breaking down every opponent, treating each team like it's the championship. They're obviously getting ready for those qualifiers in Tucson coming up soon for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. That mentality and cohesiveness that this Team China roster has really been the driving factor of what has caused this winning streak since their one-run opening day loss to the Blue Sox, which seems like forever ago. Team China has now scored first in every single game in the first inning, that is, this season. That has really contributed to their success, something this team has really been working on to establish that early presence and immediately figuring out their opposing starters the first time through the lineup. It's something that many of these players have struggled with in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. They're trying to pick themselves up 3 years later, a couple of these guys from that 2023 roster, given those games in 2023 were against some major league arms, but focusing on the fundamentals here can really help them thrive at qualifiers in Tucson next month.
Yeah, and this is a team that's really up and coming. The bat's starting to heat up, as you said, and trying to get used to going up against some of those, get ready for some of those major league quality arms that they're going to have to face if they qualify for the World Baseball Classic. But the pitching themselves for Team China has also been a big strength of this team so far in the Winter League. They're coming off throwing the first shutout of the California Winter League season. That was yesterday, the 3-0 blanking of the Blue Sox.
And we'll see a lot from their starter, Zhidi Suo. We'll talk a little bit more about him. But first, the lineup for Team China. At second base, Tianwan Hu, followed by Wenbin Xing. Liang Pei at center field. Jiaji Chen, a phenomenal 4-spot hitter at the DH. Yang Jin at shortstop. Ning Li behind the dish today. Mingjin Zhang at third base. Jinjun Luo at first base. And rounding out the lineup at the 9 spot is Nan Du in right field. Again, an all-red jersey matchup. They wore their reds yesterday. Team China did. Palm Springs Power really have no option other than this red. But the way you can distinct them, I guess, is the pants. The white pants for the Power, gray pants for Team China. And here comes Tianwan Hu to kick off this ball game. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for tuning in. Tianwan Hu yesterday against the Blue Sox went 1 for 4. He's 6 for 22 on this California Winter League season. Reckers, the righty on the mound, comes set at the hip. And we are underway. The first pitch is low in the dirt at 12:49 Pacific Standard Time. And therefore, ball 1 on Hu. The 1-0 misses high, and it's a 2-0 count on Hu.
Hu has the same approach that many of his teammates have, choking up on the bat. He's a guy who just wants to put the ball in play. Not a lot of power, just put the ball in play and go station to station.
Next pitch misses low and away, and the already patient Hu is up ahead 3-0. Reckers, now the 3-0. Hits on the outside corner for strike 1. Needed to get a strike there.
Walks have been a bit of an issue for Reckers so far this season. 5 2/3 innings, 7 walks against 9 strikeouts.
And there's another one right there as this next pitch misses up and away. And a 5-pitch walk starts off this ball game for the lefty Hu. 3 lefties in this lineup to face Reckers today. Dispersed throughout this lineup. Here's Wenbin Xing. chance to follow that trend for Team China, becoming offensive power threats in the first inning. First pitch misses away, and that is the 5th ball of this inning so far. Wenbin Xing, 8 for 23 on the season, 5 RBIs. He went 1 for 2 yesterday and a strikeout. The curveball breaks inside for strike 1. A nice pitch there.
Yeah, just got it back into the zone. Ball that coming in, it looks like it's going to hit the right-handed batter and just catches the inner edge.
Xing kind of flinched away as he swings through a fastball there, and it's a 1-2 count. 88 miles per hour. Rutgers can bring the heat. Pretty on pace for what the World Baseball Classic talent has going for them, as there goes the runner. The ball misses inside, and down to second safely is Tianwan Hu. A stolen base gets a runner in scoring position for Team China, and now a 2-2 count to Xing.
This time they used the stolen base to get a guy in scoring position. Yesterday, after Hu reached, they had Xing sacrifice him over with the bunt.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Got him on the 90-mile-per-hour fastball, a dot. That missed away, got him to chase. And a K gets the first out of the ball game.
Nice bounce back by David Rutgers, coming back in the count and being able to ring up Xing.
So here's Liang Pei coming in 0 for 3 on Wednesday against the Bombers. Or again on that upward trend. That was the last loss that they took, the Bombers, as the first pitch misses away for ball 1. Going back to that breaking ball there was Rutgers. Again, starting a count with a ball. Rutgers looks back at Hu and now fires. This one fouled over the screen just to our right here in the press box. It's a 1-1 count. Liang Pei, 4 for 12 on the season. 5 RBIs, a chance at a 6th if he can drive one. A good gap between center and right field right now as a curveball loops in at the knees. First strike 2.
Rutgers is finding that control over the curveball. We saw it in the previous at-bat against Wenbin Jing. A nice one that caught the inner edge, so that might be his go-to pitch right now along with the fastball.
Here's the 1-2. This one off the end of the bat into right field. That'll fall in front of Dresmecki. Advancing to third and holding at third is Hu as the throw in. Strands runners at the corners here with 1 out. A good start to the day for Liang Pei. Here's Jiaji Chen, one of the biggest hitters in Team China's lineup, one of the biggest offensive threats. He's 9 for 20 coming into this at-bat. 1 for 3 with an RBI yesterday, one of his 3 on the season. And the first pitch to him is a fastball that hits middle out for strike 1. Rutgers now having to work from the stretch. He takes a breath. And now fires. There goes the runner towards second. A swing and a miss. On top of that, the throw down to second is not in time. The throw back to home plate is also not in time. The ball gets away from Hendricks. He's caught lollygagging as the runner advances on the error there somewhere, I believe.
Yeah, that was a crazy play, and we've seen it so often with runners at the corners. If you can draw the throw down to second base, that runner at third, more often than not, has been taking off for the plate. That's exactly what we saw there. The throw down to second was late, no chance. The throw back, it got away from the catcher. I think you have to score that one on the catcher, Hendricks. It looked like a catchable ball. See how they score it exactly.
Especially because he took some time to get to that ball. Hendricks catches one out of the zone. It's a 1-2 count on Jiaji Chen as we kind of catch our breaths here. It's a 1-0 ball game again. For the 8th straight game, Team China has scored in the first inning. Who can put a 0 on Team China at this point? There's strike 3 called, and Jiaji Chen goes down with a backwards K.
Yeah, that's just the recipe for success for any ball club, and it's worked so far for Team China. You strike first, you control the momentum there right from the get-go.
Here's Yang Jin. Batting from the left side. The first pitch to him is off the handle, floats into the glove of Ohira at third for out number 3. 1 run coming across, 1 stranded at third. Team China has the 1-0 advantage heading into the bottom of the first here on the California Winter League YouTube channel.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including 1 mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. But look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Bottom of the first, and following the trend of the first 7 games, Team China has scored in the first inning. Tell me if you haven't heard that one before. 1-0 is the score. The Power will look to strike back here. Leading off the lineup here with the typical 3 that you see at the top of the Power lineup: Asaf Loengart, Francisco Polito, and Jude Drizmecki. Followed by James Brandon, Kazuya Ohira, Wen Hung Woo, Jacob Mabin, Tyler Hendricks, and Tristan Pacheco. It was a crazy play that scored that first run. It was a kind of a double steal effort, I guess you could call it. The throw down to second was not in time. The throw back down to the catcher Hendricks was off the glove. It was catchable, so we're deeming that an error that allows the runner at second to advance, that runner being Liang Pei. The run to come in was the leadoff walk, Tian Wan Hu. And now that you're all caught up here, let's bring it to Asaf Loengart, excuse me. He'll face Judi Shuo. This will be Shuo's second start, his 4th appearance. He's got 5 2/3 innings heading into this appearance. He gets strike 1 called on the Israeli native Asaf Loengart. Shuo, a really poised arm in Team China's arsenal, as he gets another strike there, back-to-back, and he's ahead of the count, 0-2. Like I said, his second start since opening day, the only loss recorded by Team China, as the curveball misses inside. And it's a 1-2 count. Working at a quick pace right now, Shuo. And the backstop, Ning Li, the tandem here, will try and get a clean inning. The 1-2. This one chopped foul, back to the screen, back to the backstop. On the off speed there, Loengart was looking fastball. Shuo coming in with a 2.47 ERA and 10 strikeouts in those nearly 6 innings pitched. There's a swing and a miss, and his 11th strikeout of the season. The first one to start the day for Shuo. Out number 1 recorded, and here comes Francisco Polito.
And that's what you're going to see from Shuo. He's a guy who's going to go for the punch-out just about every batter that comes up. Some guys pitch to contact. That's not the case for Shuo.
Well, you have to make your presence known. especially when your next round is the World Baseball Classic qualifiers, as this one's hit right back up the middle to Suo. On a one hop, he'll flip on to his first baseman, Luo. Suo to Luo, and it's a 1-3 put out for out number 2. 6 pitches, 2 outs. And up comes the sole lefty in the lineup for the Power, Jude Drismecki, in right field today. He'll take a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Might have been a changeup, actually. It looked like a fastball out of the hands. There's a curveball that's hit right back up the middle for the Power's first hit of the game. Jude Drismecki is aboard and eliminates the 1-2-3.
Yeah, expect to see a lot of early count swings or 2-strike swings by power hitters, as this is a Team China team where up and down their pitching rotation, their staff, they're guys who throw strikes. That's the approach. Just attack these hitters, and especially a strike thrower like Shuo. He's going to attack you and try to strike you out.
Here's Brandon James, his first appearance today. He takes the first pitch high for ball 1. James Brandon yesterday went 0 for 3 against the Canada A's, and a strikeout as well in that loss. The next pitch is swung on and missed. A nice fastball, just a bit ahead of it as James Brandon adjusts his batting gloves and steps back into the box.
Brandon, a California native, calls Manhattan Beach home.
So it'll be a 1-1 count. And there's another swing and a miss. Just nearly grazed the handle of James Brandon. Jude Drismecki at first. And 2 outs here for Jeudi Suo. Here's one hit in the air softly towards right field. Coming in on it is Du. It'll fall fair. Drismecki finds his way to third. He'll hold. And looking up to the heavens right now is James Brandon. He's got himself a hit. Back-to-back singles for the Power.
With the right-handed hitter in James Brandon, Du Nan was playing well off the line. Nan-Du was playing well off the right field line, so he had a long way to run to try to get to that ball. Landed a few feet inside the right field line, fair ball. And just a tough break for the pitcher on the mound for China, Shuo, as he got the weak contact. It just found a hole.
And for James Brandon, that's only his second hit of the season, and it's been a long time since the first one. So that's why the reaction there at first base was made, as the first pitch is in there for strike 1 to Kazuya Ohira. Now an 0-1 count with runners at the corners, a chance to tie up the ball game for the Power. The next pitch is hit into right field. Ranging back a couple steps is Du. He'll make the grab for out number 3. Suo gets the shutdown inning, but allows 2 hits. Leaves both stranded, and Team China still leads 1-0 after 1 here on the California Winter League YouTube channel.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness, enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet, discovering our history, experiencing our scenic trails, getting that perfect souvenir. Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
One inning down, and Team China ahead 1-0 over the Palm Springs Power. And to lead off the second inning, it'll be Ning Li, Min Jin Zhang, and Jinjun Luo. The bottom of the lineup due up, followed by the 9-spot non-due. As 5 batters were faced by David Reckers in the first. One came around to score on a wild series of events in the double steal attempt. There's ball 1 outside to Ning Li. Batting from the left side. He swings on top of that one. And it's a 1-1 count. Ning Li, 1 for 10 coming into this at-bat. More of a defensive guy more than an offensive-minded guy. Here's a curveball that loops in inside for ball 2.
Ning Li was part of that 2023 World Baseball Classic team, 3 for 8. 375 batting average in the Classic.
As he takes a fastball high at 89 and now waits on a 3-1 count. Reckers started off his last inning of appearance with a leadoff walk that eventually came around to bite him. And the next pitch misses outside. He will follow suit just like that first inning. It is a 5-pitch walk. Ning Li aboard at first. Brings up Min Jin Zhang, who is 6 for 18 coming into this appearance. 2 RBIs, 7 strikeouts. So more strikeouts than hits right now. Something that needs to get fixed at this bottom half of Team China's lineup. Curveball misses low for ball 1. The third baseman is now ahead of the count. Lee at first. There goes the runner Lee as the next pitch is a hit and run. It's fouled. And now an even count at 1 apiece as the ball finds its way to the concourse.
This is looking eerily similar to the first inning. The guy, leadoff man, reaches first base on the walk. You try to get yourself in the scoring position, a steal or a hit and run, and then go from there. That's China's game.
So far it's tit for tat. Zhang will have to wait on the next pitch as the throw over to first. Checks on Lee. He gets in there standing. Not much of a lead to speak of, but after the stolen base attempt, Reckers just trying to stall things. A pause in the action. Now the 1-1 gets behind Zhang. Misses him for ball 2. Looked like a curveball that just got let go of a bit too soon. Reckers will now collect himself and find his way back to the mound.
Nice job by the catcher, Hendricks. It's always hard when you lose sight for that split second of the ball as you have to go behind the runner or behind the hitter.
There's a fastball that misses up and in, and it's another 3-1 count for Reckers. Jinjun Luo awaits in the on-deck circle. The runner bluffs towards second, but doesn't need to as the next pitch misses for ball 4. Back-to-back walks to lead off the second inning. And now Reckers needs to lock in. Jinjun Luo, 3 for 16. Heading into the at-bat. Only 1 strikeout. Everything has typically come off the bat of Luo, as he's typically been at the bottom part of this Team China lineup.
He's been asked to lay down sacrifice bunts
and
quite
here's
often.
One right now. He gets a perfect bunt down the third base line. The throw down to first is just in time. A great play by Kazuya Ohira. as it advances both runners into scoring position. Absolutely wonderful work there.
Yeah, great play to get the out as Luo nearly bunting for a hit. Forget sacrifice. Just beat the throw, just beat him at first base.
The cardio effort there sends Luo back to the dugout. And now the 9 spot in non-due. From the left side, he takes strike 1. Ahead of the count for the first time in this inning is David Reckers. 2 runners in scoring position, and the next pitch to do misses inside on another fastball there. And I think right now Reckers just trying to locate something here. Hit his spots if he can. Fresh out of the Ogden Raptors, his last team. The next pitch misses outside for ball 2. I don't know if you've ever been to Ogden, Brandon, but it's gorgeous. It's not too far outside of Salt Lake City in Utah.
I have not. I've never been to Utah. Have to check it out at some point.
One of the most scenic ballparks you will ever see. And you can mark my words there as another 3-1 count is issued by David Reckers. 3 of the 4 batters faced have faced this hitter's count, and now it's non-due. The next pitch is slapped foul towards the power dugout on the third base side, gets out of play, and the count runs full.
Big pitch coming for Reckers. Can't afford to load the bases up this early in the ball game.
Still a tight contest, 1-0, as here comes the infield crashing in to try and cut the run. The pitch misses outside, and it's the 3rd walk of the inning, the 4th issued by Reckers. It loads up the bases for Team China.
Now they'll likely keep the corners in on the grass. Try to cut down a run at the plate. Middleman back for a double play ball with 1 out.
Tianwan Hu was that first walk, one of the 4. The infield corners still crashing in. There's strike 1. He watches that one go by. Always expect Team China to bunt with a runner at third is kind of the mentality that you have when you face them. The 0-1, there's a curveball that hits the top of the zone, and it's an 0-2 count.
Yeah, you're protecting against the bunt, of course, and also just trying to make it an easier throw to the plate. Try to get that force at home if you can't turn 2.
Now the 0-2, this one a half swing is ranging foul, gets foul down the third baseline. O'Hara picks it up and sends it back to his starter Reckers. Everybody back in place for a continued 0-2 count on Hu. Only 1 out here in the top of the 2nd. 1-0 China. Hendricks convening with Reckers as for how to approach this 0-2 count. A lot of the outfield has been drawn in for this leadoff spot, Tianwan Hu. Here's the 0-2. Curveball pulled out of the hands of Reckers. He knew it. Bad landing spot there. But a nice catch by Hendricks, popping up to his feet to grab that one and secure it. And it's a 1-2 count. Reckers sets at the belt again. The 1-2. This one in the air and foul. It lands somewhere, I think. Typically, I wait for the crash into the bleachers somewhere here.
Yeah, I believe that one got a little further and actually cleared the bleachers, drifting out of play toward the parking lot.
Reach the concrete or something like that. Ducks on the pond now. The 1-2. Curveball misses outside. And now, after that 6th pitch in this at-bat, the next one will be the 7th. An even 2-2 count. Middle infield in double play depth, trying to roll 2 if they can. Here's the 2-2, a swing and a miss. On the outside corner, just out of the reach of Hu, and it's out number 2.
That's a big strikeout for Wreckers. In a big moment, bases loaded, only one out. Team China, you're just trying to put the ball in play, so to get a punch out there is huge, and now on the cusp of getting out of this inning unscathed.
Now the infielders can be a little less aware of a potential bunt, except you never really know. Wen Bin Xing takes the first pitch, a fastball outside for ball 1. One of the 3 now strikeout victims from David Wreckers in 1 2/3 innings. Wreckers nods at a sign, takes a breath, and now fires the 1-0. Breaking ball misses low for ball 2. A good difference between his breaking ball at around 76 and his fastball that can hit 90 and maybe even exceed it. One of the better velo guys we've seen in the CWL as there's a fastball that misses up and outside at 89.
Yeah, the real issue has just been the control. And he'll really have to harness it here behind 3-0 with the bases loaded. But 23 balls, 24 now, against just 21 strikes in this ball game.
All 3 runners a result of a walk. As here's the 3-0. It hits. Middle lower outside corner of the zone there. Still a hitter's count, however. This is going to be the 4th batter this inning with a 3-ball count. The 3-1 is softly hit, loops into right field, but already playing in was Drizmecki, who will make the grab and leave the runners stranded, all 3 of them for Team China. They don't get anything going this inning. However, it's still 1-0 the advantage for Team China over the Power heading into the bottom of the 2nd here on the California Winter League YouTube channel.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Bottom of the 2nd, Team China with an excellent opportunity, and it goes and they fall with 3 stranded. However, they still lead this game 1-0. The Palm Springs Power trying to fight back. Shudi Suo had 14 pitches in the 1st inning. He'll face 3 new batters, at the very least, to kick things off. Wen Hung Woo, the DH, will step in for the Palm Springs namesake. Suo rocks back and fires. The first pitch. There's a swing and a miss on the off speed. It looked like he was challenging him with a fastball there, but took some off it.
Yeah, you always have to be aware of that fastball so he doesn't blow it by you.
Wu 1 for 6 heading into this at-bat on the season. He takes strike 2. That one tailing away from him. The 0-2 approach misses high for ball 1. Suo starting to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, when you have the ability to throw as hard as he does, you can kind of pick it up and keep the hitter off balance.
There's a great breaking ball, a half swing, no-go, says the first base umpire, and it's a 2-2 count.
Really does a nice job of varying his speed. That pitch about 12 miles per hour slower than the previous one. See if he ramps it back up and just tries to catch him off balance.
He takes a little moment and finds his way back on the mound. Now here's the 2-2. Fastball right there. Rung him up with a backwards K, and I think Wu knew it. For out number one, his second strikeout of the day, his second leadoff strikeout of the day as well in these first 2 innings. Brings up Jacob Maben.
Yeah, and he did exactly what we were talking about. He had the 71 off-speed pitch on the previous one, then ramps it back up 85 miles an hour on the fastball and just catches him off guard.
So now Maben takes a breaking ball in there for strike one. Doing a great job getting ahead of these counts is Suo. Maben 5 for 15 on this season. 3 of those 5 hits are extra base hits. As he misses upstairs there with ball 1 on a fastball.
Yeah, you just see the difference between the approach of the 2 pitchers. One throwing strike after strike. Recker's struggling a bit with control.
Here's a 1-1 softly hit down the first base line. Just barely gets foul. About a foot shy of first base. Picked up by Luo.
And he would have had to break on it almost immediately to make this happen, but if Luo could have charged that potentially, he might have been able to grab it fair, and that likely leads to an out. Maben would have been dead to rights going down the first base line.
Yeah, he wasn't really making an effort there. If, like you said, it was fair, he would have been done. Maben 1 for 2 yesterday against the A's. He got hit by the pitch. Now he finds himself in a 1-2 count. This one on the ground towards the shortstop, Jin. Picks it up on a 1-hop onto first for out number 2. Good work there. Staying routine. Those routine ground balls are so crucial, especially when you're about to face some of the top-tier talent in the world next month.
Yeah, and it's just making the routine plays too. So you get the ground ball, you have the routine opportunity, and then making it defensively, finishing the plays.
Here's Tyler Hendricks, the backstop today. He sends it back to the backstop, or rather the screen, ahead of the backstop for strike one on a foul ball. Hendricks 2 for 13 coming into this at-bat. He got one of those 2 hits of the season yesterday against the A's. He takes another strike here, called on the off-speed. And now 1 strike away from getting a clean inning is Suo. The 0-2. This one off the end of the bat goes foul, just past the bullpen, where there appears to be some action for Team China. It looks to be a lefty. We'll see who that is. We'll get you that number when we get it.
Went back to the fastball and had Hendricks behind on it, just able to foul it off.
The 0-2 again. Breaking ball misses in the dirt. And that's ball 1. A nice take there by Tyler Hendricks.
Yeah, that was a good look, especially after the previous fastball.
1-0 Team China. Here in the bottom of the second, the Power trying to get something going. Suo shakes off a sign, and calling for time is Hendricks. Try and break up the anticipation for this still 2-strike count. The 1-2 again. Tried to frame it back in the zone, but it misses outside. 2-2.
Yeah, that was a good offering going back outside after the previous breaking ball. Just didn't get it back in enough.
Suo. Now the 2-2. There's a swing and a miss. A beautiful breaker in the dirt. Gets him to swing on top of it. 2 Ks in this inning, a 1-2-3. And now, after 2, it's 1-0. Still Team China here on the California Winter League YouTube channel.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection, and an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
After 2, 1-0 Team China leads it over the Palm Springs Power. Joey Millard, Brandon Januska, and a new pitcher in the game to relieve the efforts of David Reckers, who started off this game with a 2-inning appearance, 1 hit allowed, 1 run earned, and those 4 walks, one of which that came around to bite him. 3 strikeouts, however, and it was just that 29-pitch inning that kind of ran things up, and we expected to see Cooper Bagby, who is coming into his third appearance here. This is his first time from the pen, however. He started those first 2 games, including one just a couple days ago against the Chill, where he ran 5 innings of 2-run ball, only 1 earned, 2 hits, an absolutely gem of a performance. And Cooper Bagby will look to kind of just keep the line at 1 right now with this heavy-hitting Team China offense.
Yeah, Bagby with a fastball, cutter, changeup, and slider all at his disposal. Biggest problem for Reckers was just the control. You mentioned the pitch count getting up there. That's what happens when you lose some of those counts.
47 pitches, I believe, for Reckers. As the first pitch is in there for strike 1 here in the top of the third to Wenbin Xing, who's already 0 for 2 into his third at-bat into the 3rd inning. He faces the new righty. Here's the 0-1. This one hit towards the second baseman. Fielding to his side is Polito. He'll throw to first and pick it up cleanly for out number 1. Now 0 for 3 on the day is Xing. Liang Pei steps up. Actually, that might not be Pei. Oh, excuse me. I was on the wrong column. That is my fault there. So that was Liang Pei. As the first pitch by Chen, Jiaji Chen, is fouled back. It happens, folks. This is live.
That's right, and that's how you know it's live.
But we digress. And the count runs to 0-1 on Chen, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He sends this one towards his teammates in the dugout, and it's an 0-2 count. So disregard what I said about the third plate appearance. They're on their 2nd time through the lineup. Bagby nods at a sign, and now fires the 0-2. This one misses away. A fastball there at 93. He's one of the hottest hurlers in the CWL. I believe looking at the sheet, he was one of the top 3 in velo. But he misses away there for 1-2.
Yeah, a guy who can definitely crank it up there, low 90s, sometimes touching even 94.
The 1-2. This one misses outside. A nice block there by Hendricks as he buries one in the dirt on the off speed. And it's a 2-2 count. Some action working in the pen right now. It appears to be Roger Rang, Tell you a bit more about him when he comes in. The 2-2. Misses low for ball 3. Bagby taking his time right now. Some wispy clouds in the background of this beautiful afternoon at Palm Springs Stadium. It's a full count and 1 out. This one misses away, and holding back on that swing was Jiaji Chen, who takes the walk and gets aboard here with 1 out.
China being patient, able to draw another walk, even with the new pitcher in Bagby.
So it'll be Yang Jin lined out softly to Kazuya Ohira at third. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Solid Saturday afternoon attendance. We love to see it here. Not much wind to speak of. As there's a pitch in the dirt, it gets by Hendricks. And that should be a pass ball there that allows Chen to advance to second.
And just these mistakes. We saw the walk in the first inning and an error, and these mistakes could come back to bite the Power. 1 run already in for China. That came in the first. Never want to give a good team extra opportunities or an extra 90 feet.
Bagby looks back at Chen at second, now fires. The pitch misses off the glove of Hendricks, and again advancing to third. A tough break there.
Now you really have to buckle down if you're Bagby, as the runner just 90 feet away with only 1 out. So now the approach also changes a bit for Team China. Now you're just trying to put the ball in play and get that run home.
China is not fazed by small leads. A 1-0 lead is huge for Team China, but if you let them continue to add, it just leads to further and further trouble if you're facing these guys. There's a strike 1 called, and it's a 2-1 count.
With the runner now at third base, the infield comes in all the way around.
There's a pitch outside, and I guess, forgive me, it was a 3-1 count. As there's walk number 2, back-to-back walks. And now runners at the corners again for Team China.
That'll prompt a visit out there on the mound as well.
You have to. You have to kind of collect your pitcher. You have to kind of collect your infield. They were already drawn in, and Bobby Brown just talking to Bagby. He's going to leave him out there. He trusts Bagby to go for length. He's not had an appearance so far this season that hasn't gone 4 or more.
And one thing they might be discussing as well, we saw in the first inning the steal with runners at the corners, the same situation, the steal of second to draw the throw down, and then the runner at third coming home. I would be surprised if he didn't mention that. Bobby Brown mentioned that situation here. What to do if that runner at first base takes off for second.
I mean, traditionally you'd have one of your middle infielders cut it off to prevent the runner at third from running in. Chen, the runner at third, Jin at first. And now here's Ning Lee, who takes the first pitch just off the plate there for ball 1.
Middle infielders playing back, double play depth. There's 1 out in the inning. So that's the other thing you remind your pitcher on a visit like that. You're 1 pitch away from potentially getting out of this.
There goes the runner towards second, just like we predicted, and it gets off the glove of Hendricks. Chen will score. Coming around to third is Jin.
An unfortunate break for the Power, as it didn't look like they were going to make the throw down to second. Bagby was going to try to get the ball. I'm pretty sure that was just a bluff move, though, and it looked like he was going to be safe at second either way, but the ball gets away, and the run comes in anyway.
So it'll be ball 2. A stolen base and a pass ball is what allows Yang Jin to advance to third. It's a 2-0 ball game as the next pitch is sailed over the screen for strike one to Ning Lee. A chance at a third here for Team China with only one out here in the top of the third. The infield again drawn in, as you might anticipate to see a squeeze bunt here. The next pitch misses high for ball 3.
Yeah, you're already down 2-0 against a good pitching staff, a team that's coming off a shutout last game against the Blue Sox, so you don't want to fall any further behind. You're ready to gun down that runner at the plate, try to prevent a third run.
The 3-1. This one hit foul. Down the left field line, gets over the fence. And it's a 3-2 count on Ning Lee, who led off the second inning against Wreckers with a walk. Came around to third but didn't score. Left 3 stranded. Wind starting to pick up towards left field. As there's strike 3. Ning tossed the bat, thinking that he had a free base. Didn't hear it from the umpire until a little bit later. And there's a backwards K, the 4th of the day on Team China's offense and the first for Cooper Bagby.
Ning Lee may have thought it was just a touch outside. It was right on that outer edge of the plate to the left-handed hitter.
There's a bit of a language barrier between the umpire and him, so not an immediate explanation for that either for his case. Mingjin Zhang takes the first pitch inside for ball 1, another one of those back-to-back walks that started off the second inning. He's still got that runner at third in Jin. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just scrapes the edge of the strike zone there on the outside part towards that righty hitter. And it's a 1-1 count to Zhang. 2 outs now. Cooper Bagby takes a deep breath. And now the 1-1. The breaking pitch misses off the glove of Hendricks and allows Jin to score on the wild pitch.
And again, wild pitches and pass balls really dooming the Power in this inning. That allowed both runs to score.
Now it's 3-0 Team China. The bases are now clear with 2 outs, and it's a 2-1 count. And right now, Tyler Hendricks just checking the pocket of his glove right now that has allowed 2 runs to score just this inning alone. The next pitch misses low and in for ball 3. The 4th consecutive batter Bagby has faced with a 3-ball count. Bagby nods at an immediate sign from Hendricks. Knows how to deliver this one. The 3-1. Fastball hits. A good pitch there. Gets it to 3-2.
Yeah, some tailspin movement away from the right-handed hitter. Catches the zone.
A little bit of that horizontal break like you mentioned, around 4 inches. Here's the payoff pitch. This one lifted in the air down the right field line. Heading towards the line is Drzemecki. He'll make the grab just about 10 feet shy of that foul line and end the inning. 2 runs come across for Team China. They now lead 3-0 heading into the bottom of the third here on the California Winter League YouTube channel. Team China now ahead 3-0 after a wild pitch and a pass ball in the previous half frame allowed Team China to really just kind of bolster their early lead here. And now a new pitcher in the contest. It'll be Huadan Kai Reng, but I won't be referring to him as Huadan Kai Reng for most of this. I know him colloquially as Roger Reng. That's his Americanized name, the lefty, out of just outside of Tibet. Grew up in Nanjing, China. He gets a first pitch swing and a miss on a breaking ball there. Strike one to Tristan Pacheco in his first at-bat of the day. Pacheco 3 for 16 coming into this appearance. Reng agrees to a sign with Lee. The 0-1 misses low and outside for ball one. And now why do I say that? It's because I'm familiar with this man. We spent some time in Casper, Wyoming 3 summers ago. Really excited to see how far he's come out of Arizona Western College. This one lifted foul off the end of the bat of Tristan Pacheco for strike 2.
Yeah, always great to see the advancement of these players. You, as you said, we're calling a collegiate league in Casper, Wyoming, and now he's pitching with the national team.
He has worked hard to get here. He can top out at around 92 to 93. He's getting his arm back into condition here as Pacheco hits this one onto the ground. Waiting back on it is Jin. He fires a nice strike to first base for out number 1. That is now 5 straight retired for Team China.
Nicely done by Jin. He trusted his arm strength as Pacheco, a quick runner flying down the line. But he trusted it, didn't want to be caught between hops, so he waited back and just fired a bullet over to first.
Back to the top of the lineup is Asaf Loengart. A battle of 2 nations that are not America. As the first pitch misses low for ball 1. Roger Reng and I have spent a lot of time on a bus, and we've gotten to know each other quite well despite there being a little bit of a language barrier as he misses outside for ball 2. Since I last saw him 3 years ago, his English has improved immensely. It used to be these one-word responses, and now I'm starting to have full conversations or more nuanced conversations with him as he misses low for ball 3. I just caught up with him at the gym. They were doing a team workout, and I was just working out. Not to brag or anything, new year, new me or whatever. Here's the 3-0 count first. This one hit in the air towards left field. Oh, and he misplayed that. Zing. It gets over his head into the wall. Loengart into second with a double.
Yeah, just a misread off the bat by Wenbin Jing. He was coming in initially, it appeared, and the ball ended up sailing over his head. He couldn't make the adjustment going back out.
So a tough break there for Roger Reng. As Asaf Loengart finds his way into scoring position, and it looks to be a substitution here immediately. Jing being taken out. We'll get you a number. They had to calm the fire there. It looks to be number 54. 54 in the game.
That's Yu Yang Lee.
You are correct. So Yu Yang Lee is now in the game with 1 out here. Reng looks back at Loengart and now fires to his new batter. Francisco Polito gets him to swing on top of a breaking ball. For strike 1, Polito grounded out back to the pitcher. His first time up. This is his first time facing Reng. First time facing Reng today, I should say. And he's got himself a runner in scoring position with 1 out. This one on the ground towards the shortstop, Jin. He picks it up and throws to third for out number 2. Loengart was already off and going towards third, so he'll advance there. And now it is 2 outs. With a chance for Jude Dresmecki, a chance for a shutdown inning for Roger Reng. Drzemecki got himself a single up the middle off of the starter, Jeudi Suo. Roger Rang collects at the belt and now fires. The fresh count, a breaking ball, beautiful. Hits at the knees. Went from the top of the zone to the bottom of the zone. Good work there, and now it's an 0-1 count.
Yeah, that great movement, downward movement on that pitch.
The next pitch misses low and away, and now it's a 1-1 count. Now time for the 1-1. This one grounded foul. A play almost made there by Ray Chang. Known for making a few plays. I think he actually got that one. The third baseman in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. Played some time in the Minnesota Twins organization. The 1-2 now. This one off the end of the bat into right field. That'll fall in front of Dew and score the Power's first run. An RBI single for Jude Drzemecki. He's now 2 for 2 on the day.
And just a nice piece of hitting right there by Jude Drzemecki. He wasn't able to make solid contact, but just kind of floats one out there to right field to drive in the run.
So now it'll be James Brandon, who got himself a nice little bloop single down the right field line his first time up. And now it is a 3-1 ball game. He represents the tying run. There's a swing and a miss on the fastball there. And it kind of cut up and away for James Brandon, who was a bit late to the party there. Rang now fires the 0-1. This one misses outside on an off speed. A 1-1 count on James Brandon. The left side of the infield drawn back as the second baseman, Hu, kind of creeping in a little closer to the bag. The 1-1, there's a swing and a miss. Working on that outside part of the strike zone right now is Rang away from the righty hitter. And now he's just one strike away from getting out of this inning, despite the one run coming across, keeping that lead intact.
James Brandon, not a guy who strikes out quite often, only 68 times in college in 113 games.
There's strike 3. Roger rang him up. And that ends the inning, leaving one stranded. Team China still in charge here, but they allow one to the Power and get out of the shutout. 3-1 after 3. Team China has it. You're on the California Winter League YouTube channel. The Power respond to a 2-run inning from Team China. They only get 1, and they're still behind by 2 after 3. Here at Palm Springs Stadium, I'm Joey Miller, Brandon Janeska. The trend right now in these first 3 innings has been keeping runners off the base path, and for the Power pitching duo right now, Cooper Bagby coming into his second inning of work, there have been a lot of walks. Reckers allowed 4 of them on his own accord and 2 for Cooper Bagby, totaling for 6. Easy math there. For Team China, who have just stayed patient at the plate. And now for their 4th inning of work, it'll be Jinjun Luo, the first baseman, who got himself a sacrifice bunt. So has not recorded an official at-bat today.
Yeah, and he nearly beat it out. It was nearly a bunt single on that play. A great job by O'Hara to throw him out.
The first pitch to Luo is fouled back to the top of the screen for strike 1. Bagby collects for the righty-on-righty matchup, the 0-1. This one fouled back again, this time lower to the backstop, but still nevertheless getting under it, and it's an 0-2 count. Roger Rang got out of that inning with 17 pitches, but gave up 2 hits, and obviously the lone run for the Palm Springs Power in that last half frame. The next pitch misses outside, and it's a 1-2 count.
Power able to take advantage of a miscue. It doesn't go down as an error in the scorebook, but just a misplay, misread in left field.
Between the 2 pitchers for Team China, Shuo and Rang, they have kept all 3 innings so far under 20 pitches, as the next pitch misses low and outside for ball 2. However, it has been gradually increasing. The first inning 14, the second 15, and now 17. The Power starting to work into counts a little bit more. The next pitch misses inside for ball 3, and now it's a full count on Jinjun Luo. Suo ends his day with 2 innings pitched, 2 hits on his record, no runs, no walks, as there's a 1 hit down the right field line in the air. Giving chase is Drizmecki. He doesn't have a play there, and the count still remains 3-2. Also 3 strikeouts on Suo's accord. That finishes that conversation there. 29 pitches as well. Okay, I'm done. But the batter at hand now, in the top of the 4th here, is Jinjun Luo. This one hit up in the air towards the center fielder, Mabin. He steps back a few steps, comes in, and makes the grab for out number 1.
Routine fly ball out to center field. Good for Bagby on the payoff pitch. Another full count in this ball game. We've had a lot of them already in the early going.
Here's the 9-spot Nandu. Got himself a walk back in the 2nd. Here's one in the dirt, and Hendricks keeping it in front of him. A very thankful umpire is glad that that did not ricochet anywhere towards him or his lower half. It's going to be a 1-0 count on Nandu. He fires a fastball that misses low, and it's a 2-0 count. Bagby last inning, 25 pitches to get out of it. He faced 5 batters. This one hit up the middle towards Mabin, and ranging over and finding it is going to be the shortstop Loengart. Nice play there by Loengart. And it's back-to-back outs. Brings back the top of the lineup in Tianwan Hu.
Looks like it may have been the cutter from Cooper Bagby to get that weak contact.
Sitting in at 87. Only 57 off the bat, so it gave Loengart enough time to get over there. There's a pitch at the knees to Hu, and it finds its way into the strike zone for strike 1. 3-1 Team China. They got 2 outs now on the top of the 4th and nobody on. The 0-1. This one fouled back, third base side. and it's an 0-2 count. Bagby has a chance to get a 1-2-3 inning. Palm Springs Power trying to keep the pace with Team China. The 0-2 is hit on the other side towards Lowengard. He grabs it on a one-hop. A close play at first. It's not in time. He beats it out. It's an infield single for Tianwan Hu.
Yeah, that ball was just softly hit. It was a slow developing play and not nearly enough time for Lowengard, who made a strong throw, a great effort to first. Just not enough to be able to beat Hu.
The inning does not end there, as here comes, I believe, Yu Yang Lee. Yes, it is. A throw over to first to check on Hu. Who's on first? Get your jokes out of the way early, folks. It's a 2-out situation here for Yu Yang Lee, who replaced Wenbing Jin. He hits this one foul to the third base side, and it's an 0-1 count. He was put in to replace the defensive Zing after misplaying a ball that ended up scoring the lone run for the Palm Springs Power. Really no leash on any of these defenders. They want to look sharp heading into Tucson. Here's one on the ground towards Lowengard. He backhands it on to first. A stretch play there by Brandon. He makes it in time for out number 3. A couple great defensive plays there by the Power. They face 4, and they keep the score at 3-1 in favor of Team China heading into the bottom of the 4th here on the California Winter League YouTube channel.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
The mid-inning promotion finishing up, and now Team China taking the field. A little bit delayed. They are in charge here. 3-1 the score, heading into the bottom of the 4th. And back on the mound for Team China is Roger Rang, who has the only run given up to the Palm Springs Power so far. It was a double that went over the head of Zing in left field. He came around to score on an RBI single by Jude Dresmecki. He'll face Kazuya Ohira, Wenhung Wu, and Jacob Mabin to kick things off in the bottom of the 4th. And right now, the name of the game is who can score off of Team China. And this immaculate pitching staff. This is an example here with Roger Rang coming into his 2nd inning, and in the bullpen also as well for Team China, it's Haizhang Wu, who will work in tandem to potentially close out their 7th win of the 2025 California Winter League season. It's exciting here because this is kind of a fan favorite if you're a World Baseball Classic fan. Team China had some early success in 2023. They're going in against a group that is manageable. All things considered, I believe they're playing Colombia, they're playing Brazil, and they're playing Germany. Brazil is the one with a lot of big league talent, in major league talent, I should say. At least according to my conversation with the pitcher on the mound, Roger Rang, who faces Ohira for the first time today. and he misses outside for ball one.
Yeah, that starts up on March 2nd, those qualifying games in Tucson. The top two teams out of those four you mentioned will advance.
The 1-0 is off the end of the bat on a one-hop to Hu on to first for out number one. 2 pitches, 1 out. Team China efficient early in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, so the way it works in the pool stage, the qualification pool, is everyone plays everybody once. The top team is automatically qualifying, and then the second and third place team will play each other in a game. The winner of that one qualifies as well.
Wenheng Wu sends this one into right field down the line. Coming in on it is Du. Du retires Wu. And just like that, there's 2 outs. Jacob Mabin steps up. He grounded out to shortstop. His first time up. Rang stares down the barrel of the mask of Lee, his battery mate. And the first pitch to him, a beautiful off-speed, sails across the zone for strike one. Had some break there at 69 miles per hour. Really large range of velocity coming out of the southpaw Rang. There's a fastball that misses at the letters for ball one. Showing his stuff right now. Here's a 1-1 count. This one misses low and away for ball two. Rang quickly comes set again. And here's the 2-1. There's one right over the heart of the plate, and it's a 2-2 count.
Not wasting much time, you say, quickly coming set. He gets the ball back, peers in, gets the sign. Now taking a little bit longer on this one, but for the most part, it's all business.
Straight-laced Roger Rang. Here's the 2-2. This one hit in the air down the first base side is playable and caught by Luo. A beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pitch inning for Roger Rang. And we send it to the fifth. Still 3-1, Team China ahead here on the California Winter League YouTube channel.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good things come in threes, like our eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99.
(3-1) Team China. That's where the score is held throughout a scoreless fourth inning. Joey Miller, Brandon Januska. Back on the mound is Cooper Bagby for his third inning of work. He's got himself 40 pitches through those 2 innings. He worked a 15-pitch inning in the top of the fourth, and he'll look to stay solid and follow that downward trend of pitch counts against a guy who he faced leading off his appearance, Liang Pei. Got a quick ground out there and then kind of spiraled out of control with a few wild pitches, some pass balls, some free bases, but he's gotten it together. He's trusted his defense, who right now have been keeping it clean.
And the key in that fourth inning, no walks allowed by Bagby. Shored up the control a little bit, and it was a clean inning.
Only one error on the game so far for the Palm Springs Power. That was back in the first inning. It was just a throwing error, or rather it was just an error off of the catcher that allowed a runner to advance. He did not score, however. So here's the second matchup between Liang Pei and Cooper Bagby. The first pitch misses for ball one. An all-red jersey matchup. Intercontinental as well. The 1-0. A nice pitch there on the edge of the zone. And it's a 1-1 count.
Liang Pei hit the lone home run for Team China in that 2023 World Baseball Classic.
He most certainly did. It broke up a shutout in a game versus Team Japan. There's a pitch in the dirt, check swing. It looks like he did go around, so it's a 1-2 count. That game versus Team Japan was started by Shohei Ohtani. However, the home run was not out off of Shohei Ohtani. That was when he was pulled from the game. Shohei actually had a perfect game heading into the fourth. There's a swing and a miss for strike three. Cooper Bagby has his second K of the day. And with one out here, sends up Jiaji Chen. Jiaji Chen, 0 for 1 on the day so far with a walk. Came around to score back in that third inning. There's a swing and a miss. Atop a fastball he was late on. Actually, that might have been a changeup, knowing Bagby's velocity. And it's an 0-1 count. There's an 0-1. Again, a big swing and a miss there for Jiaji Chen, and he's down 0-2. That definitely a fastball at 90. Bagby takes a breath, and now the 0-2. This one misses just outside of the corner. Drops down for ball one.
Sticking with the fastball, he believes he can blow it by Jiaji Chen.
One out here, bases clear, the 1-2. This one hit on the ground, and a sliding play gets it to stop before it goes into the outfield. Loewengaert stops it on his way to first. That'll be an infield single. It gets Jiaji Chen aboard with one out.
Yeah, it would have been a tough play. Sliding away from first base was Loewengaert to try to make the play. Reminds me a lot of Dansby Swanson. He does it a lot. Did it with the Braves, does it now with the Cubs. That sliding play, you pop back up and make the throw over. Just unable to get it on the slide.
The Gold Glove Award-winning Dansby Swanson. The first pitch misses low for ball one to Yang Jin. Yang Jin, we were just talking about that game against Shohei Ohtani in the World Baseball Classic. Yang Jin was the one who broke up that perfect game with a one-out single off of Shohei Ohtani as he hits this one into left center field. Coming over to his right is Maben. He'll make the grab. Retreating back to first is Chen for out number 2. Here's Li Ning coming aboard here with 2 outs. China still in the lead here by 2 over the Palm Springs Power. Power trying to chip their way back into a 500 record. Here's the first pitch. A fastball gets Hendricks to pop up for ball one. Ning Li, 0 for 1 on the day. Got a walk back in the second, came around to score. One of the 2 strikeouts that Bagby has issued today. Here's a protective swing and a miss there as running out of the batter's box was Ning Li. And it's a 1-1 count.
He didn't get a good look at that ball, so he thought it was coming a lot closer to himself. Kind of half swing and running away from it.
There, the next pitch misses low. The runner down to second. Chen gets in there safely. No tag applied there. That's a stolen base and a clean one at that. Runner in scoring position for what will be a 2-1 count to Ning Lee. Only one hit on the season so far in these first 7 games. There's a half swing and a miss. It was cutting in on his face. No go, says the field umpire, who was just in front of Asaf Loengart at shortstop.
Yeah, he hasn't really read the cutter very well out of the hand of Bagby. A couple of them where he starts his swing. One he couldn't hold up, and that one he did.
Here's the 3-1. It hits just off the plate there. Good framework there by Hendricks. The count runs full. Some groans from the crowd. I know Team China typically has a good attendance, a good fan base that circulates near their dugout. Not seeing them today. The 3-2, this one off the end of the bat, heads towards the backstop, and it's still 3-2. Good amount of Power fans in attendance, however. You heard the applause when they got that one run back in the bottom of the third. The only run that they have on Team China today.
Yeah, great to see, especially on the weekends. Bright sunny day, fans coming out to support.
Getting hotter as well. The 3-2 again. This one off the end of the bat into the parking lot. Hold your breath, everybody parked over there. It's still 3-2. Deep into right field, almost into right field, is the first baseman, Brandon. Expecting a pull hit here, maybe a drag hit by Ning Lee. There's a swing and a miss. Bagby wins the battle. 2 strikeouts, kind of sandwiched the 2 other batters he faced. And he faces 4, leaves 1 stranded at second. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 China on the California Winter League YouTube channel.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Bottom of the 5th, Team China still holds that 3-1 lead over the Palm Springs Power. Power will take their next at-bats against a third pitcher here they'll face today. It'll be Haizhang Wu on the mound, the righty. They go righty, lefty, righty, Team China does. And for Wu, it is his 4th appearance and his 3rd from the bullpen. His last one on Wednesday, I believe. Yes, it was Wednesday versus the Bombers. He went 1 2/3. Gave up an unearned run on 2 hits, a walk and a strikeout in 10 batters faced. He's holding himself with a blank slate ERA, and he'll try to continue that trend to his team's 2-run advantage over the Palm Springs Power. Tyler Hendricks is the first guy he faces. First pitch is swung on and missed. A beautiful pitch that moved away from the strike zone of the righty Hendricks at 68 miles per hour. Just looks like it floats in there, as there's another one he doesn't swing at inside, hits for strike 2.
Zhang Wu with the sidearm approach, sidearm delivery.
Now the 0-2. There's a swing and a miss. 1-2-3. Good night to Tyler Hendricks, down on his second strikeout of the day. Brings up Tristan Pacheco here with one out. Zhang Wu relieves Roger Rang, who goes 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run earned, no walks, and a strikeout on 25 pitches. Tristan Pacheco now. The first pitch is swung on and missed. Kind of hummed in a little fastball there at 78. Looks like the velo's not what gets you with Wu. It's the movement, as there's another one that misses high for ball 1 at the letters there.
And that sidearm delivery, the ball will naturally tail away from the right-handed hitter.
Wu nods at a sign from Lee. Here's the 1-1. This one fouled off towards the batting cages on the first base side. And it's a 1-2 count on Tristan Pacheco, who grounded out to short his first time up off of the aforementioned Roger Rang. Cooper Bagby's through 3 innings of work as well for the power. As the next pitch misses outside, Pacheco holds. And now it's a 2-2 count. We'll see if we see a 4th inning of work for Cooper Bagby. His first 2 starts went 4+ innings. Here's a 2-2 that curves in there and just misses the zone, and it's a 3-2 count. Pacheco staying patient. Here's the 3-2. He holds as the pitch misses away, and aboard is Tristan Pacheco at first with 1 out. That is the first walk issued by Team China's pitching staff of the day.
Yeah, a team that really prides themselves on throwing strikes, not allowing those free base runners.
Only 16, this being their 17th collective walk in their first 7 and I guess a half games. We're more than halfway into this. Wu steps off the mound to call for time here with Asaf Loengart. 1 for 2, got himself a double to left field. Came around to score the only run for the Palm Springs Power. He misses outside, Wu does, for ball 1.
Keep an eye on Pacheco at first. He has good speed. Only 1 stolen base attempt, and he was caught on that lone steal attempt.
Next pitch hits on the outside corner. A late call there by the home plate umpire. Loengart does not like it. He steps out and steps back into the box with an even 1-1 count. There's a quick throw over to first. Not in time. Pacheco just slides under the tag there. And I don't know if you noticed that little moment afterwards. Luo held the ball on Pacheco as he got up just in case the umpire caught something.
Yeah, you never know. You pop off the bag for a split second, and you're out if the tag's applied.
Here's the 1-1. Skips across and misses outside to the righty for ball 2. It really does look like Wu is skipping stones or something like that, the way he throws. It's not necessarily a full sidearm, but it's just there enough. There's a big swing and a miss at a fastball. He was showing him a lot of off-speed and kind of just surprised him with one over the zone he thought was coming towards him. That one at 79 miles per hour. Pacheco with a few steps off of first. He flinches towards second. Time is called here, though, before the pitch is thrown.
Yeah, Loengart just got that timeout called. Wu was already beginning to start his motion.
The 2-2, there goes Pacheco towards second. The ball misses outside. The throw down is in time. Beautiful on-the-money play there. The tag applied by the second baseman, Hu. Pacheco's still standing at second, potentially not aware that he's out. There he goes towards the dugout. That's out number 2. Another caught stealing for Tristan Pacheco.
Yeah, it did look like the ball beat him there, but a little swim move attempt by Pacheco, who's now standing at third base. He's still there as a discussion between manager Bobby Brown and the home plate umpire.
Obviously no replays in this league, so a short conversation at that. The count runs full, and now clear bases for Hai-Zhang Wu, and a chance to actually face the minimum now on that beautiful throw down to second by Lee. Lowengardt still also talking to the home plate umpire as he steps back into the box. Now the 3-2. This one off the end of the bat. It's tailing down the first base line, picked up, the tag applied. Trying to hop out of the way was Asaf Lowengardt. The tag applied there by Luo. And out number 3 is recorded. So Wu does, in fact, face the minimum. Keeps the score at 3-1. Team China still leading after 5 here on the California Winter League YouTube channel.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
After 5, Team China ahead 3-1. They'll get some new at-bats here against a new pitcher, the third for the Palm Springs Power. In relief of Cooper Bagby is a new guy, Nathan Kelly. He finishes Cooper Bagby's line. 3 innings pitched in relief. 2 hits, 2 runs, none earned. And 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 58 pitches. It's kind of been a similar story with Reckers and Bagby starting things off, and they'll look to see something new out of Nathan Kelly to kind of just keep that line at this 2-run deficit the Power find themselves in. Mingjin Zhang will take the first pitch from Kelly. Misses low and away for ball 1.
Nathan Kelly pitched for College of the Desert back in 2019 to 2020, then went to Castleton State.
So quite familiar with this area as this one's softly hit and it bloops over the head of James Brandon. In there safely with a bloop single is Mingjin Zhang.
Yeah, just out of the reach of the first baseman. James Brandon fields his position well. Tried to make that backhanded catch over his head, just unable to make it.
So just like that, a leadoff single for Team China. Jinjun Lo steps up here. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Back in the second, he takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. And with a leadoff single like this to a team like Team China, you give this team an inch, they'll give you a mile. This could be danger right now. Here's one softly hit into right field, already playing in, and a sliding attempt there is a beautiful play there by Jude Drzemecki, who makes the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, great effort and a great play made by Jude Drzemecki to get that first out, and it was kind of a lose-lose situation for Team China either way. If he doesn't make that catch, they probably get the put out at second base because you have to be aware of a ball being caught. So they had 2 players standing at first base.
Of course, if the ball got by him, then that would have been a different situation. But we're not talking hypotheticals here. Here's the first pitch. It's a strike. The throw down to second is not in time. A stolen base for Zhang. And a lot of complaints from the crowd there.
Yeah, that was a strong throw by Tyler Hendricks. It looks like the ball may have beat him there to second base, just the tag a little late.
Couple close plays there at second for the past couple innings. And Nandu now behind 0-1 on Nathan Kelly, a local guy. The 0-1, this one hit into center field. Coming in just a couple steps is Mabin. He'll make the grab for out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup for Team China, Tianwan Hu. Now in his 4th plate appearance, 1 for 2 with a walk. The new righty will look on. All righties today so far for the Power. First pitch misses inside on a fastball for ball 1. Good lead there by the runner in scoring position, Zhang. Next pitch hits. Watching that one go by for strike 1 is Hu. Hu grips his bat and leans on his shoulder. Here's the 1-1. This one softly hit up the middle. Loengard has it and quickly throws to first for out number 3. Big break there by Kelly. Gets 4 batters faced and leaves one stranded and gets another 0 on the board for the Power defense. We'll send it to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 China still here on the California Winter League YouTube channel.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Bottom 6, a low-scoring affair. The past 5 half frames have gone scoreless. A chance to get through 3 innings without a run plating. The last one being on the Powers account, who broke the shutout. Back in the bottom of the 3rd, Asaf Loengard coming in to score off an RBI single from Jude Drzemecki, who has also made a fantastic play in right field just last inning. And leading off for the Power here will be Francisco Polito, followed by Jude Drzemecki off of Haizeng Wu, who's in there for his 2nd inning of appearance today. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Polito 0 for 2, both on groundouts to the infield. Wu had a 15-pitch inning that he got out of the last time he was on the mound. He gets a strike call there. And a 1-1 count on Polito.
Yeah, the lone blemish in that first inning for Wu was a walk.
Here's another one that misses outside for ball 2. And it's a 2-1 count on Polito. The 2-1 misses inside for ball 3. Here's Wu with the 2-2. This one up the middle. Snagged and thrown onto first. A nice play there by Wu. Gets the first out. Heads up play there. You know, we talked about earlier today how you have to land and face a batter. We were talking about this specifically, motions talk with Jordan Hankey of the British Columbia Bombers. Depending on where you stand when you finish, and just to have that awareness can honestly save your life.
Yeah, about how you have the hips, be able to put yourself in a good fielding position.
Drew Drzemecki powers this one down the left field line, goes foul.
All those little things that you don't necessarily think about, but that's always going through the mind, the mechanics of a pitcher.
The 0-1 now misses high for ball 1. Drzemecki got that RBI single. He's 2 for 2 on the day so far. The 1-1 is hit hard down foul, right field side. 95 off the bat. If he just straightened that out a little bit, that could have been danger.
Yeah, it was an off-speed pitch, and Drzemecki was well out in front of it.
Instead, it's a long strike 2. As the next pitch is swung on and missed. That beautiful pitch that kind of cuts in on the lefty. Jammed him there for out number 2. Second strikeout for Wu brings up James Brandon. Brandon 1 for 2 on the day. Got himself a bloop single down the right field line back in the first. First pitch cuts across the strike zone and hits for strike 1. Now the 0-1. This one off the end of the bat, getting up the middle. Ranging over to his left is Jin. He'll throw on to first in time for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Wu. Back-to-back as he retires 6 straight. Marginally speaking, with a walk and a caught stealing. Nevertheless, we are through 6. 3 straight scoreless innings, and Team China still has the Powers number 3-1 on their account here on the California Winter League YouTube channel.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
We are through 6. It was an eventful first 3 innings, and the last 3 have been, well, frankly, kind of boring offensively. But for the pitching side of things, it's really bolstered a lot of numbers. And speaking of pitching, for the Palm Springs Power, leading off the top of the 7th, will be Kyle Bell on the mound, replacing Nathan Kelly after just 1 inning of work. Only allowed 1 hit on a 9-pitch inning. Very nice work there for the new guy into the California Winter League. And for Kyle Bell, the ex-Frontier League product from the Trois-Rivières Aigle, will get set to face the 2, 3, and 4 spot here for Team China, who still lead by 2.
4th appearance of the season for Kyle Bell. One of them was a start, 3 1/3 innings. And walks have been the issue for him so far in the early going, 5 of them in that 3 1/3. He's allowed 6 earned runs, 13 runs total.
He'll have to hold the line here as the Power have been doing a good job staying on Team China and just limiting the run production to just 3. The first pitch misses high and outside for ball 1, and I think it's because of counts like this that start with that first pitch ball really gets the hitters into that mindset where, oh, okay, I don't have to swing much. He's not going to throw at me, as my point is redacted there from a swing and a miss there. A pitch that would have missed outside the zone. He went and chased that one. Yu Yang Lee is the guy at the plate right now.
Yeah, but walks have really affected this ball game. Only 8 hits total, 4 for either side.
Lee takes the next pitch high for ball 2.
The free pass is coming in to hurt the Power in the early going, and a misplay defensively hurt Team China to allow that 1 run.
0 for 1 coming into this at-bat is Yu Yang. The pitch misses outside, and it's a 3-1 count. Kicking some dirt off of the rubber is Kyle Bell, who stands in there at 5'9", 190. Now the 2-1, a big swing and a miss there. Working his way back into the count, it's 3-2. Yu Yang Lee, the leadoff man here of the 7th inning. The payoff pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Got him chasing, and the fishing effort pulls up just a rare hook. K starts off Kyle Bell's appearance, and that brings up Liang Pei. Liang Pei now 1 for 3 on the day so far. Facing off now against his 3rd pitcher of the day. He did not see Nathan Kelly in the last inning. The first pitch is in there for strike 1. A nice fastball there on to 85. Be interested to see who Team China will bring in. We believe we have the name here. We'll get to that in just a second as this one's hit into right field. Dropping back is Drzemecki. He'll make the grab.
Nice adjustment by Drzemecki. He had a beat on it immediately. He was playing relatively in right field. Had to hustle back to get to that ball and did so with minimal effort.
So here's Jiaji Chen. 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. Came around to score on that walk. Back in the last inning where Team China actually put up runs in the 3rd. There's a swing and a miss. Actually, he fouled this one into the plate for strike 1. And with all that jibber jabber, we can get to you who was in the pen. It was Jiang Wang that we'll see likely finish out the bottom of the 7th. It will be a save opportunity. If everything stands, I should say. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Team China on top of the Power, 3-1, trying to get their 7th victory of the 2025 winter season. The 0-1, this one fouled back. Just under it there was Chen. And it's a 2-strike count on the heavy-hitting righty, DH. We've seen massive days from Jiaji Chen. Palm Springs Power pitching, give them some credit. They've held him to nothing in these past 3 innings. The next pitch misses low for ball 1.
Yeah, Chen hitting 500 on the season. He reaches base 66% of the time.
You can't hate that if you're manager Li Wei. Hopefully, for Team China's sake, they carry that into the qualifiers. There's a check swing, misses outside and high for ball 2. A lot of talent on this Team China roster. It's just a matter of how does that translate to when you're facing off against, Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, those kind of caliber players. The 2-2 misses low and in the dirt, and the count runs full from an 0-2 to a 3-2. Kyle Bell just needing one more strike to get the clean inning. Chen looks on to Bell. Everybody in normal depth, outfield drawn in. The 3-2 misses low. He loses the battle there. And now a walk brings up Yang Jin. Jin 0 for 2 with a walk, came around to score. The righty on lefty matchup has an opportunity to get the ball rolling on 2 outs. Bell fires. A fastball kicks away from the catcher. The pass ball gets away. And at second, there's ball 1 on the pass ball there. And it looks like a new catcher as well, we just noticed.
Yeah, that's Preston Walston now behind the dish.
So something to note there. As that ends Tyler Hendricks' day. It's a 1-0 count to Yang Jin. Runner in scoring position, and the fastball hits on the outside edge. First strike, 1. Walston setting up a little outside on the lefty. The 1-1, it misses outside for a ball 2. Kazuya Ohira is the only infielder that's kind of drawn in, despite the lefty batter, just in case he slaps something or tries to sneak down a bunt, but it's unlikely with 2 outs. Here's another ball. Ball 3 that misses low, and it's a 3-1 count.
Added benefit of that, O'Hara is now close to the third base bag in case they tried to send the runner from second.
Soft wind from right to left field. It's a 3-1 count. There's strike 2. A delayed call there, but it finds the zone on the fastball. Another full count for Kyle Bell, his 3rd full count that he sees himself with in just this inning alone in the 4 batters he's faced. The full count. This one off the end of the bat on a 1-hop. It's off the glove of Asaf Loengart. Coming in to score is Chen, and he'll get in there safely for the 4th run of the day for Team China.
And I wonder if Chen running in front of that ball, he waited up so it didn't hit him. If he blocked the vision a little bit of Loengart, a play Loengart's usually able to make.
Great point there, but they'll still ring it an error. The run comes around to score, and Ning Lee steps up with a runner at first. Unfortunate to lose that battle there, lose an easy ground ball that would have ended the inning. There's strike 1. Ning Lee visibly does not like that call. I don't speak Chinese, but I know that look. Here's an 0-1. This one hit hard down the left field line. Having to work over some ways is Tristan Pacheco. Lucky that falls out of play. Another 2-strike count for Kyle Bell.
Good approach by Ning Lee, trying to take that ball the other way. Just tailed away too far into the sidewall.
Mingjin Zhang stands in the on-deck circle if this inning can continue. 4-1 Team China. Here's the 0-2. Misses high and away. And it's ball one on the changeup. Still a save opportunity in play here. But that runner at first would make it not a save opportunity. Next pitch misses outside for ball two. Ning Lee is 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts. Team China has 7 strikeouts as a collective unit on the day. There goes the runner towards second. The pitch misses outside, and the ball hits him as Asaf Loengart kind of gets behind him. The stolen base there for Yang Jin. And a 3-2 count now to Ning Lee.
Yeah, it didn't look like either middle infielder was really breaking towards second base initially, so the throw got there before any fielder was in the area.
Still a good throw nonetheless, and lucky that it didn't go into center field. Here's one that's hit into center field. That'll get down. Coming around third is Jin. He'll get in there safely. Into second, sliding safely, is Ning Lee. A quick RBI double on 2 outs. 5-1 Team China, where we sit right now.
Yeah, just nice piece of hitting, shooting it right back up the middle. Probably scored a single and advancing to second on the throw, but give him the RBI either way. As the run comes home, makes it a 4-run ball game.
After a collective 2 innings of clean work, actually 3 innings, pardon me. First pitch misses inside for ball one to Mingjin Zhang. Team China finally breaks ahead a little bit more with a 4-run lead. Still a runner in scoring position, this rally on 2. The ball kicks away from Walston, allows the runner Lee to advance to third base. There's a pass ball there. And it's a 2-0 count on Mingjin Zhang.
Fastballs and wild pitches were the problem for the Power in the third inning when China scored 2.
Bell from the stretch, the 2-0. It's a nice one, swung on and missed. Kind of looked like it had some sinking action there. For strike number 1 on Zhang. The theoretical 6th run of the ball game for Team China, just 90 feet away. There's a beautiful off speed that bends in there for strike 2.
Yeah, just great movement. One of the best pitches Bell's thrown in this outing.
Not too much break, but it had a lot of horizontal movement. The 2-2 now. There's a swing and a miss. Got Zhang swinging for his second strikeout. And out number 3, the long-awaited out number 3, as Team China has put across 2 more, 1 earned, to make this a 5-1 ball game. We send it to the bottom of the 7th here on the California Winter League YouTube channel. Bottom 7 here. Team China has just expanded their lead in the top of this inning. 5-1 the score. Power at risk of loss number 5, falling behind 2 games away from 500. Kazuya Ohira will get set to face the new arm on the mound for Team China. It's Zhang Wang. The lefty fires in a first pitch fastball for strike 1. Ohira 0 for 2 on the day so far, and Zhang Wang, they've kind of really alternated here. It's been righty-lefty, righty-lefty. Very even pattern out of the bullpen as the next pitch misses outside for ball 1.
Zhang Wang, another one of those Chinese pitchers coming in with a 0 ERA, has not allowed a run in 6 innings of work.
This being his 4th appearance as well. This one off the bat into right field, just gets foul by about 20 feet. It's a 1-2 count now. The airline jet taking off. This power offense having yet to take off at any point in this ball game, except for that little brief moment of a glimmer of hope back in the bottom of the 3rd, where they put across Asaf Loengart with an RBI single from Jude Drismecki. There's a swing and a miss. Good slider there. And that's out number 1, just 2 outs away from Team China's 7th win of the season. Good work there. Here comes Wenheng Wu, who's also 0 for 2 coming into this at-bat with a strikeout. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. The first 3 pitchers, Suo, Rang, and Wu, all got themselves an even 2 innings. And only 1 run coming across earned on Roger Rang's account. There's a swing and a miss there. And now a 1-1 count. Wu was the last one. And all 3 pitchers are ranging right around the same amount of pitches. It was Suo with 29, Rang with 25, Wu with 26 in those 2 innings combined. Really great work, efficient work, as the next pitch misses low for ball 2. No pitcher got over 30 pitches in 2 innings. The next pitch hit in the ground in front of the mound. He'll pick it up. Wang throws on to first for out number 2.
That's what happens when you throw strikes. When you're throwing strikes, you'll tend to keep that pitch count down a little bit because you don't have to worry about those long counts. You'll either strike them out or they'll end up putting the ball in play and let your defense behind you work.
So the last hope for the Palm Springs Power in this contest will be Jacob Maben. This one hit into left field. That'll fall in front of Lee. The Power stay alive with a single and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Found that first pitch fastball, turned on it. And now Preston Walston will get his first at-bat here in replacement of Tyler Hendricks. Walston came in defensively to replace Hendricks. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Next pitch to Walston, misses below the knees, and it's a 1-1 count.
Walston still looking for his first hit of this CWL season. Now would be a great time for it. Keep this game going.
Last game he played was Thursday against the Alberta Grizzly. He went 0 for 2. He takes another strike there, and just 1 strike away from another W. Carrying on this winning streak, Wang is the last man that stands between him and that record there. The 1-2 swung on and missed, and Team China advances to 7-1, an impressive 7-game winning streak as they take this contest 5-1 over the Palm Springs Power. An impressive showing here from the pitching arsenals of these 4 guys that we saw on the mound for Team China.
Yeah, just a great appearance. Once again, a Chinese team that has allowed just 1 run now over the last 14 innings. A shutout yesterday and just the 1 run allowed today. And really it was a misplay out in left field that allowed that inning to go on and allowed that run to come in. So great job by the pitching staff of Team China. It's going to be tough to score runs against these guys.
Indeed, and we'll get a little bit more into it. We'll take a brief break. We'll finish things up here, and we'll come back here in just a moment. So we'll send it to break here on the California Winter League YouTube channel. 5-1, China has won it.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including 1 mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We are back here at Palm Springs Stadium. Joey Miller, Brandon Januska will wrap things up real quickly here. The afternoon slate, Team China has taken their 7th win in a row to Palm Springs Power. 5-1 the final score. And for pitching, it was very even for Team China, and they held off a lot of base runners. Only 4 left on for the Palm Springs Power with 5 hits. The same amount as Team China, but the thing about it is Team China just seemed to get runners on every single inning, and they did get runners on every single inning. Team China left 8 stranded, a couple errors, but it wasn't the fault of what results in the Power's 5th loss. They fall to 3-5. Some stars that stand out in today's game. I'd have to give it to the starting 2, Zhudi Suo and Huadong Reng. Reng gets the win. He advances to 2-0 on the Winter League season. Reckers falls to 2-2. Anybody stand out to you today, Brandon?
I mean, yeah, you mentioned the pitching, and really that is what stood out for the most part. The pitching, dominant once again by Team China. They're just out there dealing every time out, and it seems like hitters are kept off balance just about any time you play this China team. Another guy, Jiaji Chen, once again just does his thing. It seems like every time he's out there, he's making highlights at the plate for Team China. He was 1 for 2 today with a couple of walks, 2 runs scored in today's ball game. So Team China just keeps on rolling, 7 in a row.
And it's the same trend. They scored in the first inning, and the following 3, after the 3rd inning, the last time that they scored and really got ahead, they broke ahead. They did not score from the 4th, from the 6th inning to the 6th inning. Really impressive that both pitching bullpens held the line there. But just a great day overall for China pitching. Not a single inning from Team China went over 17 pitches. Everybody doing a great job out of that pen there. Not much more else to report here. Game ended at 2:55 p.m. And a great attendance here. We'll be back tomorrow for another slate of games. It'll be Groundhog Day. It's sure felt like that. For us, at least. Coming back every single day. It'll be 2 games. It'll be the Palm Springs Chill facing the Bombers. Bombers on that uphill trend. The Bombers beat the Chill today. And then it'll be Team China back here again, looking for win number 8 against the Blue Sox, the only team that have defeated Team China so far in the afternoon slate. That should do it here. 5-1 your final score. China over the Palm Springs Power. Brendan Janeska, Joey Miller, thank you so much for tuning in. But now it's time for us to tune out. Have a great afternoon.